to my channel. I go by the name Sweet Honey Tea, but you can call me Honey for short, just so we can feel like we're best friends. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi. So basically, I'm just here right now in the beginning very quickly to say I'm not a trainer. That is it. I'm simply just a girl who has been working out for a couple years now. So the things that I do is because I have educated myself a lot about it to the point where I know I am not harming myself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's this little short disclaimer. So the first machine I'm using is the leg press. Obviously you press with your legs. It's like one of those machines a lot of people are familiar with. It really is great for targeting your legs, especially your quads. It can also target your glutes depending on how you position your feet on it. The higher up you put your feet, the more it'll target your glutes. If you notice, like as far as my forearm, I don't fully extend my legs when I go up. The reason for that is because it'll cause injury to your knees. So if you're ever using the leg press and you notice that your knees hurt, that means your form is off and you need to fix it, because you're gonna risk, really hurting yourself, especially if you start to increase the weight. So here I'm just showing you guys that I actually like to use each leg individually, just because sometimes when you use both legs, you have a dominant leg that's stronger and it'll do most of the work. And some people will even notice that there will be unequalness between both of their legs. One leg will be more toned and more muscular. So to avoid that, I like to, do each leg separately. Another thing I'd like to note is that I'm pushing up through my heels as opposed to my toes. I even lift my toes just to make sure that I'm pushing up through my heels, just because that helps it target your glutes more. Now this here is called a hip abductor, or the hip abduction machine. This is by far my favorite, one of my favorite machines to use in the gym. It really targets your glutes. I sit up forward like this, and I'll even bend forward like you see, because it makes the actual movement target more of the muscles that I want it to target. And I like to switch up the weight. Normally in the beginning for a warm-up, I start with a very light weight and I just do 50 reps or so, just to get the muscles warmed up and conditioned and ready to put some more heavy weight on there. And I'll also change the way I'm sitting, because like I said, the way you sit it'll help target different muscle groups that maybe the other position wasn't. So here I'm just slouched back just a little bit. And then here you see that I'm up like this. That's because I turned the weight to be a lot heavier than what it was. And typically I sit up like that because it helps target more of those muscles that I want it to target. And one thing I do is I switch up my form, as long as it's still proper form. I'll switch up my form and also the weight I use, because the human body is really smart. Your body adapts to a lot of things quickly. So if you stick with the same routine, at a certain point, you're going to stop getting any new results. So it's always good to switch up. And then here, as I go out, I like to hold for 1 minute just because it gives me more of a burn. When you challenge your body and you do different things, that's how you continue to get results. If I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what this machine is called. I literally don't know. I just know that when I use it and I do this, my core is on fire. It burns. If you're not used to doing this, honestly, just getting in this position without doing all these leg movements that I do, or that you see me doing, it literally just burns. You can just sit in the plank position for a while until you get used to it, and then do all of this stuff that you see me doing. And now the final gym exercise that I'm showing you is the back extension. Now this is really, really good for strengthening your lower back. I like to use it for a lot of times a warm up, like when I'm going to be doing some heavy glute exercises. So I just, as you see, I just go down and I really squeeze at the top. I've sped it up, so I'm not in real life moving as fast as you see. It's a little bit more slow and controlled, but this is really, really good for strengthening your lower back. Well, that concludes this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Go ahead, comment down below, as well as share my video. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There's a little button down there. You can just tap that. There's going to be more workout content, more fitness content. Like I said, I'm not a certified personal trainer, but I do feel like, other people who may not have a trainer but work out, we can all, you know, come together and talk, have conversations, and maybe learn a thing or two from each other is basically all. I will see you guys next video.